Hey y'all, happy Thursday. All right, so let's pick right back up in talking about the seed and that the seed has everything it needs to produce whatever type of seed it is, because a seed produces after its own kind. Whatever is needed is inside that seed. When put in the right environment, when tended, it will produce. And the same thing is with the Word of God. Everything that the Word of God needs to be fulfilled is within that seed. Again, listen to this. Luke 1:37. For with God nothing is ever impossible, and no word from God shall be without power or impossible of fulfillment. And so that power is within the seed. And so it must be planted in a environment conducive to growing that seed. We have to tend the seed of the word, just like we have to tend the seeds in the garden. And so we see how central the belt of truth was to the Roman soldier. And we know that it held everything else together. Can you see how essential truth tightened around your waist is? How it is necessary, and how that truth holds everything else together. Truth holds everything else together, and that is the Word of God, the incorruptible Word of God, unchanging Word of God, holds everything together. This is what you can step out on and know that it's not going to break down or crack under whatever kind of weight you step out on it. It is unchanging, unflinching, undying. You think about Satan thought, the world thought Jesus was dead. They had won. But on that third day, when the stone was rolled away, that changed everything. Remember several weeks ago, we were in one of our lives and we read the verse. It said, "Keep in mind Jesus Christ, the Messiah, crucified and risen." Keep in mind Jesus Christ, the Messiah, as risen. And I'm looking for that to see if I could find it. Just to remind you of that verse. But that his resurrection changes everything. And that's why, again, him leading captivity captive is so important. And it is truth that is central to everything else, because his resurrection changed everything. Everything. And if we don't have that truth tightened around our waist, then we are never going to be able to walk in the promises of God like he desires for us to walk in his promises. If we don't keep his truth fastened around our waist, we will never be able to defeat the enemy, because the enemy comes in to take your truth, to taint your truth, to twist the truth. And so we have to know the truth. Remember that from last week? You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. But it has to be tightened. We have to keep it on. So next week, we're going to start talking about the breastplate of righteousness. And that piece of armor is worthless if it's not held in place. And it came in two pieces most of the time. There was a front piece and there was a back piece. They hooked with two rings, and the belt of truth is what kept the two closed. See my little baby right here? That's what held it tight and kept it together. The belt of truth holds your righteousness on. And that's, again, we can get into that next week, but that is why we have to have the belt fastened. The voice of the enemy is ready, constantly trying to give you his narrative, his version of the truth, which is a lie. And so it is imperative, utmost importance. Everything else is going to fall apart if we do not have the belt of truth fastened around our waist. And we have to do it every day. Relationship is every day. Relationship is every day. Every day. Every day. All right. So I'll pick up here tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye. Bye.